Hello. Oh yeah, my pink thing. Just a second. I forgot about my pink thing. Where is it? Just gotta get it all situated there. Oh, that's much brighter, isn't it? And everybody, you guys all keep telling me I look good in pink. So there, now I'm in pink. Hello, it's Nancy today. You know, it makes me feel better just talking to you. Well, I have a lot of things I need to do, but I have some good things that have happened. See, I put the Christmas lights up outside on the trees. These are the porch trees, you know, the forest for the birds. So that's one good thing. And there's another one. This used to be covered up with white tissue paper like those. Those are my lanterns. Anyway, I plugged it in. Notice the peace symbol. I didn't make it. Somebody else made it, and I have no opinions about peace symbols. I used to wear them when I was a teenager, I guess. It was 1,000,000 years ago, so it really means nothing to me now. But anyway, it's cool. And it lights up, and it brightens up that side of the room. I got the hats up there, some of them. But I've had a little bit of a problem. You remember when they brought the stuff today? The mattresses went up, and all my cups, my mugs, are down. I have to hang all my mugs up. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should take away this cupboard and clear this place out. And because my daughter, she likes things just so, almost empty, perfectly clean walls, kind of sterile environment. And I guess there's a lot of people like that in the world. I'm not one of them. I like my junk. I like being surrounded by my junk. Ooh, excuse me. So I was thinking I could dismantle that and take it away. And I thought, okay, well, if I dismantled it, took it away, and I could put all the soaps in the plastic dresser in the other room. But where would I put my warping mill? And that warping mill really does take a lot of room up, considering the amount of time that it actually gets used. However, it's my warping mill. What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to put it outside. I'm not going to give it away. So anyway, that's where it lives. But so I started thinking, well, I could take down that cupboard and get rid of that. Then I would have to get rid of the warping mill. And then I would have this blank space of wall there, which means that I would get rid of that piece of wood, which is probably supposed to cover the hole underneath the stairs. Oh no, that's got a piece covering it. But you know, if I got rid of that, then what's next? Then all this is next, and then the thing, and then that. You know, and where does it end? There is no end to getting rid of stuff. You know, if she likes my house to be bare walls, like she's not here, she hasn't been here many years. But I'm apprehensive. But I can't dejunk, because no matter how far I dejunk, there's always a deeper layer of dejunking, as far as anyone else is concerned. And part of the charm of my house is all this stuff. It is all those hats and all those interesting baskets, many of which I made. And the geraniums and the hats down there. I mean, those hats need to be put up. And the mug collection and the soaps. Now the soaps, granted, they could be sorted out a bit. That could actually look a lot better. And there's also a huge mess down there now. That could be cleaned up. Like tidying, that's fine. I can do that. There's some stuff that has been transplanted here, and there's all that over there. What are you looking at? Definitely a big mess over there, too. Those things can be tidied up. Those are just tidying up stuff. So I guess the long and the short of it is I really don't want to dismantle my soap thing, because I have to make 5 more batches of soap. Somebody's ordered 5 batches of tallow soap. They're opening a store in Toronto. And so they want 5 batches. That's 5 5-pound batches. So that's 25 pounds of soap. So I had to get the beef fat. So I got this huge bag of beef kidney fat, which I have to boil down. Anyway, I'll probably put it on there while it's drying. That's where I would do it. But if I get rid of it, then where would I put it? It would also expose that wall part that doesn't look so good under there. Plus, it's not painted behind there, it appears. See those little guys there? The little teddy bears? I hung them from the fan. But I should have cut off that string which is hanging there. Now, there is a lot of dust on this fan blade, but not as much as there was. There was like 20 times as much. But it's pretty bad looking. All that dust which I am now showing you, which is probably not supposed to be shown on YouTube. See all that dust? Brr. That's after it's been wiped off. And I notice I have a cobweb here. I have another cobweb up there. Some of my cobwebs are a little bit out of reach. Put on a vacuum cleaner on really high. I think this is a big cobweb all the way up there too. Yepper. Think monsters, Elida said. Do you ever even clean under your couch, she said. Have any idea what's under there? Think monsters. Well, if you don't look up, then you don't have to worry about it. And think of all those poor spiders. They are very busy catching all those not fruit flies. They catch fruit flies though, and they catch those mealybugs. I have a plague of mealybugs. It's because they got into the sunflower seeds. I stored the birdseed in the upstairs bathroom one year, and I kept filling up my feeders on the outside. And when I did that, after a while, I guess they might have been in there from the feed mill. But anyway, they started hatching and eating the seed and then flying out. And then they went everywhere and landed and made millions more. So I have a bit of a plague. And so these spider webs have done a good job of eliminating a lot of them. And also flypaper. But I'm not going to take all my flypaper down. Anywho, just thought I'd let you in on that. And so I put some potatoes into the microwave. I was kind of going to make dinner, but the kitchen is a mess because everything had to be pushed to one side so they could get the beds through. So I have to push it all back. It's not hard. I mean, it took me about 2 seconds to push it over there, so why is it such a big deal to push it back? I don't know. So I've been sitting here reading your emails and your comments. I appreciate your comments. It really makes me feel good. And I've been going to other people's sites and going from there and finding other people. Very interesting to do. There's some very nice people out there, YouTube land. So many of us that would not have, if it weren't for YouTube, we wouldn't be sort of out there with so many people. Anyway, it was very nice. And I was looking at some videos about South Tube, which I guess is when the YouTubers got together down south somewhere. I could have North Tube here. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be a hoot. No, I couldn't. I don't have a hotel. Everybody would expect a hotel. They could stay in Toronto. Only half a day away. So the microwave is telling me that the potatoes are done. Do you know how long it's been telling me that? Oh, about half an hour, maybe an hour. So you think the potatoes are still hot? I asked AB if he wanted something to eat. He said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, let me put some potatoes in the microwave. I don't like microwave potatoes. I mean, don't like microwave potatoes. I don't like them. You know, Abraham, this is why I don't cook. Because there's nothing you like. Everything I make, you don't like it. Oh, I like boiled potatoes. You know, I haven't boiled potatoes in years. I could put some in the wood stove. I could wrap them up in aluminum foil. Put them in the wood stove. But they'd burn, and he might say, ooh, I don't like them. I could open cans up. Heat up everything in cans. You know, cooking for one, like, I don't really want any of it. I like vegetables. I wouldn't mind having a glass of frozen peas warmed up a little bit. I was at the store today, and instead of it being 1 kilogram for $1.99, it's now 750 grams. Like, that's a quarter missing. 750 grams for not $1.99, $2.25. Hello, it made them smaller and way more expensive. That is not right. So that was when I had been in the grocery store, and I had been filling up my grocery cart thinking, oh, I'll get this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this. And you know, sometimes you put something in, you say, that's a little expensive, but I need that. It's okay, I'll get that. And then you might come across something else that's another 10 or 20 cents too much. You say, it's okay, I'll just get it. Well, that happened like 20 times. Everything was just a little too much. And then I saw these 750 gram bags of frozen peas. I was like, no way. And I said that to a lady who was passing by. Look at this. They've made the bags smaller and they cost more. And she said, yes, I know. It's terrible. So I don't, I don't, this store is very expensive. I said, well, where do you shop? Oh, I go here and I go to the other store in town. And sometimes I go over to, out of town to that other store, which is very cheap. And so I put away all the things that were in my cart. I unloaded my cart back onto the shelves. And then I got in my car and I left. I thought, well, I'll go to that other town where that store is small. But it was already about 3 o'clock. And it gets dark here about 4 o'clock now because it's just about the solstice. And I didn't want to drive in the dark. And it was starting to snow a little bit too. I didn't want to deal with snow on the roads and dark. I might have been able to make it. But I thought, forget it. I'll just go home. So I went home. I haven't missed anything. Still don't have any hamburger. Don't have any of those things I was going to buy. But I really, didn't need to buy it. We've got food in the kitchen. I can just make food that we've got. He won't eat it. He might eat a bite or two. But I didn't go to that cheap store. I had all kinds of good things. I had mandarin oranges and celery, and I can just dream about all the things that were in the cart. But that was fun putting them in. But now I'm not hungry anyway, so it doesn't matter then. Hey, I get my new teeth soon. Oh, I've been working on my passport. I did the passport application online. I printed it out. I put it and my passport in an envelope, which I lost. And then I found it again. Then I was in the post office and I bought a money order. It's $110 American. I hope I got American money. I think I did. Anyway, might have gotten Canadian. Well, Canadian's worth more now. If I get a check, a U.S. check, then they end up, my bank writes to me and debits my account like $8 because of the difference in the, that's amazing to have the American dollar be lower than Canadian. Anyway, whatever. So, I got this check made to put in there, but I got it made out to the U.S. Finance Office, or whatever it is, Department of Finance. Wrong one. When I got home and I read the paper, it was supposed to be the State Department. That means I have the paper, the money order has to be remade. So I have to go back there and get a new money order. I hope that they can use my receipt and tear up this money order and make a new one out to the different one. I hope so. So I was in town this morning because Abby didn't go to school on time, and so I had to drive him. And I got my pictures done. I got passport pictures made, U.S. passport pictures made. And that was after several times of trying to get them done and going there, you know. And my sock is on crooked here. It's not on my foot the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, so I got the passport photos. I put them in the envelope. No, I didn't. They're somewhere else. I have to put them into that envelope. Then this afternoon, I had to go back to town because we got this new bed and I needed all that bedding. So I went back to town. I thought, I'll get that money order thing done. Well, you know what? I left the money order. No, I took the money order, but I didn't take the receipt. So the receipt was home and the pictures were home too. And so I had... It's just taking me forever to get these 4 items. Is it 4? Paper, passport, pictures, and money order. Those 4 things need to be together so I can mail it away. It's taking forever. I can't go back to Georgia until I get my passport renewed because you know how it is with this border thing. Oh, you know, and also, so, that didn't happen today. Kind of small and black, you know, and you have a handle, you have an eye, one eye. Thank you all for being my friends. Thank you for telling me good things about myself. You know, when my house is a wreck and I just feel so bad about everything. Thank you. It doesn't help that it's pretty gloomy outside a lot now. But I'm trying to keep myself busy doing other things. You know, I have been getting books lately so that I am ready for all kinds of projects in the winter. I found some Lois and Clark stuff on YouTube. It was nice to watch that again. I haven't watched them in a long time. I have the videos here. That's one of my goals. But I'm very busy because every time I open my laptop, I need to do my comments, my Gmail. Ugh. If you need to get in touch with me, my email address is nancytoday@gmail.com. You can email me if you want. But I don't check that email account as much. I have several. Oh, and I made a new Nancy Today site today. Nancy Today Cooks. And so all my cooking videos, they're going to be on my regular channel, but I'm going to put all my cooking videos over on that channel so that I don't have to search for them, or they don't get lost in the 7,000. Maybe I should just make a channel for every one of my playlists. There's 400 playlists. That's right. Obscure things: rocks, mountains, trees, wilderness, wildlife. See, so that anything you want to know about, you just type in the word and there should be a playlist. Baskets, basketry, birch bark, willow. That thing keeps beeping. You know, it's kind of annoying to have it beeping, and I know I should go in there and take care of it, but all I can think of is what am I going to put with it. I could just open the potato, put in butter, sprinkle on bacon bits. I got real bacon bits this time. No, I didn't. That was what was in my cart. See, this is what happens. If you go to the store and you put everything in your cart and then something happens, you don't have your money or whatever, and you can't buy anything, you get home and you think you've got all that stuff. Yeah, I don't. Isn't that pretty? I like all those lights. I'm going to put lights up in these. Actually, there are lights in them. I guess I should just plug it in and see if they work. I wonder if there's lights in the other one, too. We've been talking a long time. You must be getting a little tired of all this talking. All talk and no action. Yeah, there's the lights right there. I'll have to look into that. Oh, look at this. What is this we have right here? Amid the mess, we have an extension cord. These are going to be making a big laundry basket. Okay, well, let's just see what we can do here. plug one end in. Well, that's half the battle. Now there's another extension cord here, sticking out somewhere. I'm gonna just... Oh, this is one of those that you can't use. I wonder if this would reach there. Figures. It's under this folded thing. Okay, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.